Alright.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Sir Ashadi and my fellow groupmates. So today we are going to explain about our network topology. So I will introduce you our group member. So my name is Muhammad Rafiq, and our second group member is one is Afham bin Marzuki, and our third member is Muhammad Fauzan bin Roslan, and our fourth member is Hazi Azwar bin Jamaluddin. Our fifth member is Muhammad Mirishah bin Muda, and lastly our sixth member is Najmi Aiwan bin Ahmad Najib. We'll explain to you about our agenda. For introduction, it will be conducted by Izzat Afham, and for objective, it will be conducted by Aziz Zuan, and for procedure, it will be conducted by Muhammad Rafiq, and for result and discussion, will be conducted by Fauzan, Ruslan, and Najmi Aiman, and for conclusion is by Amirul Sham.
Yeah, hi. Assalamualaikum sir. I will start conduct for the introduction. What is network topology? Network topology refers to how various nodes, devices, and connections on your network are physically or logically arranged in relation to each other. There are several ways to arrange a network. Each has advantages and disadvantages, and depending on the needs of your company, certain arrangement can give you a greater degree of connectivity and security. There are two approaches to network topology. The first one is physical. Physical network topology, as the name suggests, refers to the physical connections and interconnections between nodes and the network, the wires and cables. The second one is logical. Logical network topology is a little more abstract and strategic, referring to the conceptual understanding of how and why the network is arranged the way it is, and how data moves through it. There are 6 types of network topology. The first one is star topology. Star topology, the most common network topology, is laid out so every node in the network is directly connected to one central hub via coaxial cable, twisted pair, or fiber optic cable. Acting as a server, this central node manages data transmission as information sent from any node on the network has to pass through the central one to reach its destination, and functions as a repeater which helps prevent data loss. The second one is bus topology. Bus topology orients all the devices on the network along a single cable running in a single direction from one end of the network to the other, which is why it's sometimes called a line topology or backbone topology. Data flow on the network also follows the route of the cable, moving in one direction. The third one is ring topology. Ring topology is where nodes are arranged in a circle or ring. The data can travel through the ring network in either one direction or both directions, with each device having exactly 2 neighbors. Next, tree topology. The tree topology structure gets its name from how the central node functions as a sort of trunk for the network, with nodes extending outward in a branch-like fashion. However, where each node in a star topology is directly connected to the central hub. A tree topology has a parent-child hierarchy to how the nodes are connected. Those connected to the central hub are connected linearly to other nodes, so two connected nodes only share one mutual connection. Because the tree topology structure is both extremely flexible and scalable, it's often used for wide array networks to support many spread out devices. Next, mesh topology. Mesh topology is an intricate and elaborate structure of point-to-point connections where the nodes are interconnected. Mesh networks can be full of partial mesh. Partial mesh topologies are mostly interconnected with a few nodes with only 2 or 3 connections, while full mesh topologies are fully interconnected. Next, hybrid topology. Hybrid topologies combine 2 or more different topology structures. The tree topology is a good example, integrating the bus and star layouts. Hybrid structures are most commonly found in larger companies where individual departments have personalized network topologies adapted to suit their needs and network usage. I will pass it to.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, these are the objective. The objective of the project are to identify and design a suitable network IP. The network design is between switch and router and creating a logic network topology using packet tracer to make the correct installation before the actual installation as physically. Okay, the first one is choosing the right topology. Second one, locate any fault, and troubleshoot error. And the third one is provide visual representation. And the fourth one, observe how network is arranged. And the lastly, compiling the IP address. Okay, next. Okay, these are the objective for the layout of network to increase performance while easier to locate, troubleshoot errors, increase energy and data efficiency. And then to design and structure how to provide visual representation of physical and logical layout. For physical, how network is arranged, setup, maintenance and provisioning tasks required. And for logical, how data transmit through the network. Effective network management requires strong grasp of physical and logical topology network. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, so I will explain you procedure. So the main resources that we use to design the network structures is router to receive and send data, and then we use switch to connect other devices, and thirdly is model to convert information from analog to digital, and then Ethernet cable to connect wire together from PC to local network. And then desktop is for the house to power supply, motherboard, and the storage, and transfer data to desktop and another desktop. And then printer is output device that print paper and document. And then server to access, pull, and transfer all files and data from the computer machine over the computer network. And lastly is cloud to get access to internet and World Wide Web. And then this is our component topology. It's a hybrid that combine from star and tree. So as you can see, there's some additional like wireless router and laptop and tablet and smartphone. So, and then that's all from me.
Okay, this is the how we design our network for this company. We use 2 servers, and this one area is a different to part of this one. First, we want to try the connectivity between each device. First, I will use this device on left here to reach this server. Okay, the result is successful. Next, we will try to use with using laptop. Okay, the result was successful. Next, we want to try to connect from this server to any PC. Okay, the result was successful. And then let's say if we want to use any PC from here to connect any PC from the other side. Okay, the result was successful. And then let's say we want to use this PC below here to reach the server up here. Okay, the result was successful. Next, we try using this PC to reach this server. Okay, the result was successful. Next, let's say if you want to use this laptop as a wireless device to connect to this server. Okay, the result was successful. Okay, how about we want to connect the server using a smartphone? Okay, the result was successful. How about if the server want to generate a report and require a printer to print out the report? Here is our printer. Okay, the result was successful. Lastly, how if you want to connect to the server using a printer? Okay, the result was successful. I think that's all for our network design. Thank you.
Okay, for this part, it is result and discussion. Okay, here you can see the content of the discussion. We got factor, cable length, cable type, cost and scalability. Okay, for the factor, here every topology network has its own advantages and disadvantages. That is why not all topology network is perfect. Some of topology network might be better than the other. So we need to know the right depend on the need and size of network. Here are key elements to consider. Okay. Firstly, we got cable length. Cable length is all about the more cable involved in network topology, the more work it will require to set up the network topology. It means the longer the cable, the more money it will be required. Okay, next, the bus and start. Okay, here you can see the cable type. We put 3 type of cable here. We got coaxial, twisted pair, and fiber optic. Okay, for the coaxial and twisted pair cable both use insulated copper or copper-based wiring, while fiber optic cable are made from thin and pliable plastic or glass tube. While twisted pair cables are cost-effective but have less bandwidth than coaxial cables. Okay, for the fiber optic cables are high-performing and can transmit data far faster than twisted cable or coaxial cable, but they also tend to be far more expensive to install because they require additional components like optical receiver. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay. For the cost, the more complex networks topologies will require more times and funding to set up. This can be compound if you are combining different elements such as connecting a more complex network structure via more expensive cables. This is a matter of striking the right balance between installation and operating costs and the level of performance you require from the network. Next is scalability. The last element to consider is scalability. If you anticipate your company and network expanding, or you're like to be able to save your time and hassle down the line to use easily modifiable network topology, star topologies are so common because they allow you to add, remove, and alter nodes with minimal description to the rest of the network. Ring network, on the other hand, have to be taken entirely offline for any changes to be made to any of the nodes. So for conclusion, I pass to our fellow friends, Amirul. Thank you.
Thank you, Fauzan. The last is conclusion. In conclusion, a network is two or more computers connect together using a communication system for the purpose of communicating and sharing resources. Without having a network, company would not be able to share resources and increase productivity more effectively. The when network allow company to use the internet over large areas. This provide the company to have meeting overseas by video, sharing data over the network. As we can see, network have many benefits to the end user. Whether your network is wired or wireless, network are an important part of technology. Thank you.